Yes. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. We are back live again tonight with our streaming with Curse of Strahd. Our team has managed to get themselves into all kinds of messes in Vallaki, most of which the writers of the series never imagined it could happen. It ought to be an interesting evening to see what they do to get themselves out of it tonight. They found themselves last week in the Wachterhaus manor. They encountered a cook. They have gone upstairs and found a very crazy lady apparently named Stella. They uh, heard her say. Sounds like she is somehow or other related to things. And they are looking around to see if possibly they can commandeer the house for their activities on the Dawn Watch so that they can have a base in Vallaki. Tonight we finally have Jason with us. Say hello, Jason. The new dad. Yeah, he's been very busy. We've done without him for a couple of weeks, but he's back tonight, so he'll be able to run Alexander and help them get into trouble. Hopefully, save them, get them out of trouble occasionally. So, does anybody have any comments about your situation before we start tonight? As he's carrying the head, he trips and falls down the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, it's rather an interesting sight carrying that head around. And is the head in the closet at the moment? Okay. Yeah, you're not continuing to carry it around tonight. I just wanted to see what we had. Very good. And so we are set here. Um, when last seen last week, you were at the top of the stairs, basically. You had gone into the library. We ended in the library as you went in, and you discovered that there was a huge group of cats in the library, living cats, not the skeleton cats like Victor uh, Valenkovich had in his workshop, but certainly a large number of cats in the area, an abnormal number of cats. And there was a large group of books in this library, although none of them seemed to be anything too terribly important that you first noticed. What are your plans for the night? Nope. Very good. Go ahead and pick one out. Would anybody who is looking at what in the study in the library? Which of you are looking at cats? Which of you are looking at books? That kind of thing, so that I know what kind of interest you have. Okay, so nobody. So I take. So I take it. So I take it no one is particularly interested in the cats. You're more interested in your other endeavors that you're doing. Yeah. It's interesting. Okay. Why? All three audios are on. Why am I not getting yours? You're right. I'm not getting audio on your end, but I have no idea why. Why wouldn't it be? Let me get this. I'm going to have to go. Pardon the interruptions, but I am going to have to go to this and find out what on earth is going on. Let me check the Discord settings. That may be it.
He's totally gonna have a new friend soon.
Oh, that sounds fun.
All right,
Yep.
would you
Totally
type
gonna have a
on
new
chat?
friend.
I believe we have audio now. Is it turned off? Somehow or other it turned it off to a different unit. I don't know how. So we ought to have
Okay,
it.
I hear me. I hear me.
Yep, I heard stuff before I
Awesome.
restarted.
Very good. I guess we're functioning.
Yeah, I think we
again.
took care of it.
Yeah, 'cause I just caught wind of me telling Alex that he's going to have a new friend soon.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, you didn't miss all that much on their end. We were just getting started with our planning, and we were in the library, and one of them is starting to cast a spell to speak with animals.
Rachel will cast the kitty talk.
Very good. Did the others roam around for a bit? Are you going to go in any other rooms or anything while he's doing that, or are you going to wait for him to complete it?
Vlad is. Go ahead.
Alex is going to check the library for any books labeled monsters, labeled about monsters, about anything, his general,
Is it checking for changelings?
I would suggest.
Listen, if you're going to be a mimic, you're going to pick a book with the name monster in it. It's just a given.
No, it's going to be totally safe and not a monster book.
Well, it's going to have monster in the title, though, right?
No, it's
Come
gonna
on,
be.
it's like they can't help themselves.
It's going to be the book that you're gonna least expect. It's gonna be the book about My Little Ponies. Like,
That's gonna. If I was a mimic, I would choose to be a book that is most often used.
I would pick a book that would
Like a
most
cookbook.
definitely
Cookbooks are used all the time.
there you go.
I would pick
It's a cookbook.
It would be a very big book so that it could eat more. So maybe War and Peace.
It's a young mimic.
A cookbook.
How to serve man.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing.
Anyways, I was going to suggest to the rest of the group that while Derek is going to try to talk to cats, that maybe the rest of them try to find either the servant or the brothers before they're informed about of our presence.
Yeah, Epotus is definitely looking for the brothers.
Yeah.
So,
Probably Sylvia is going to keep trying to stop Alex from touching books because books are bad. Books are very bad.
We don't want to touch books right now because of the book club.
Book club, yeah.
Yeah, so
Wait, Alex wasn't paying attention. He was busy.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, it fits with your character.
Would you give
Okay,
me
so it's fine.
Same with Derek. Derek
Riz,
wouldn't remember,
would
but he
you
also
give
doesn't
me a
care about books.
perception roll, please?
Alrighty.
Excuse me.
Doesn't appear to be anything that you have been able to find, although somehow or other you feel like there's something you've overlooked.
Alex, this is maybe a little smart for the character,
Mink is
but
himself.
Alex is gonna check the dust around the books. Like, is there dust on a particular shelf that seems like it's been brushed away? Like it.
Give me a survival check or an investigation check.
I think the same for me. Let me get my character sheet up though.
Should I make an investigation or perception on the room to see if I notice anything out of the
So
ordinary?
are you doing a search like Victor did?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure which search he did. That's why I was like, investigation or perception?
If you're just doing a general search, do a perception. If you are searching for a particular thing like dust, prints, etc., do investigation or survival.
I mean, that's not bad. Not necessarily good, but it's not bad.
Vlad is the only one that happens to pull out exactly the right book and notices that the bookcase in the southern part of the room is loosely L-shaped, and the lower bar of the L points south, and in the far south end of that bar of the L, there is a bookcase that is loose, and as you pull out the book, you notice there is a small keyhole. smaller than the key that you have been carrying for the house and environs.
Vlad looks over his shoulder and says, Sylvia!
And Dirok, would you give me a general perception roll related to the cats? And since you are particularly studying the cats and getting ready for your speak with animals, I will give you advantage on it.
Make a cat roll.
And
Oh
a
my.
20. Sweet.
Oh my. Yes, you are really interested in these cats, and there is no doubt. As you move towards each one and look at them, one of the cats has a rather odd collar, and there is something hanging from the collar that is not like a trinket. It's longer and shinier.
I bet that's the key.
I go I go down to look at the collar, trying to soothe the cat so it won't, like get startled and run away from me. A little beast, what is that around your neck?
10 minutes of yakety sax follow.
The cat, you notice as you reach for the cat that it is a small key, but the cat claws at you.
See,
And
yakety sax.
it misses you.
Oh, okay, not ow.
Almost out.
Like I do hold reverence for animals, so I'm obviously not going to kill it unless it's like evil. Is there a roll I need to make to try to get it? Is it acrobatics?
Just finish your ritual and talk to it.
Yes.
But I thought I
You
did
could also
already.
do the animal handling, but I think your ritual would probably be your best bet.
Yeah, I thought my ritual would have been done by now.
I thought it was like 10 minutes. That's why I was having people look around.
It's a 10-minute duration.
Yeah.
No, it takes 10 minutes to ritual cast something.
Yeah, ritual casting adds 10 minutes to whatever the casting time is. The casting time is normally an action, so as a ritual adds 10 minutes, so you spend 10 minutes and then get 10 minutes.
Okay, so I sit down in front of all the cats, pretty much right in front of the one that I was trying to talk to.
And
I start.
about that time, you begin to understand their little meows and conversations that goes back and forth. Part of the problem will be as you try to speak with them, you realize as the cat world is opened up to you, they are communicating with their tails. Certain ways that their tails flick or whatever indicate certain things, and you're going to have a little bit of trouble with some of the nuances, but you are beginning to understand some of the meow words that they are saying.
Okay. So I'll ask the one that has the collar, the weird collar again. What is that around your neck?
The mistress put it on me.
May I take it off of you?
It bothers me. Yes, take it off.
I'll take it off. Just.
And at this point, it now comes over and purrs and strokes against your leg.
All right. So then, yeah, I do as I say. I be gentle enough to remove the collar.
I mean, he did roll a 20 on his cat roll. On his cat check.
Right.
Well, it was more to see that it was a collar, and it's a weird one at that.
And yep, it is a small golden key.
Guys said you need a key.
Oh, thank God. I'm not going to try to do this. Just people with keys. Why do we even have these lockpicks to with? Stick some back in my hair.
So I hold it up like, here, take it. I'm going to continue talking to the.
Vlad will meander over, take the key, and try to insert it into the miniature keyhole.
And you hear a little click as it turns.
Okay.
I'm going to ready the sword just in case something pops out or gets ready to stab something.
Does the bookshelf come out on its own?
It doesn't pop out or move, but it appears that probably it's a little looser than it was. You might try seeing what happens with it.
So you'll give a tug on the side of the bookshelf, see
And
if you can pull it out.
Yeah, it rotates in the middle so that there's an opening on either side with the bookcase pointed straight at you, the end pointed straight at you. But you can see that there is a stairway going down, quite far down from where you are.
Derek goes on to continue asking questions. If I don't know how, skip back
What?
and forth.
What
Okay.
to ask a cat?
Yeah.
Oh, I already have some good questions.
Well, you're welcome to ask them anytime you want.
We know that your lady here had served a very evil man. Do you know anyone else that also serves the evil man that she served?
What is evil?
He ponders a moment, and then to try to put it in a way that the cats would understand. Good is petting you like this, and he goes to pet the cat. And evil is to pick you up and throw you to the wall because it does not love you. That is evil.
Evil is to disrupt your cat naps.
Do you know anyone that may be evil?
There is only one that ever threw us around, but there is the one that killed some of us and made
Oh,
our
Derek is
mistress
now-
very unhappy.
It made the mistress unhappy that they were killed?
Yes, and when the cat says that, you get like a confusion in the cat's mind of what it means by mistress. There's a hazy line there on something.
Ooh,
these might
Stella.
be the daughter's cats.
Yeah. Who is your mistress? The one that moves like you, or the one that moves like us? And I point to the ones that are standing. Because Stella was like crawling around and whatnot.
The cat one used to be like you. She was our mistress, but she got very upset, and the other one started feeding us.
So do you think that the Baron's son killed the cats, which drove Stella insane?
No, I think Lady Wachter killed the cats, and Stella was the actual cat owner.
I think it was
And
their
she said
brothers.
it was. She said that their mistress is Stella. Well, described Stella. She used to walk like us, but now walks like a cat. That's Stella. And then they said and then her mistress. Did right? Did I hear that right? It was her mistress that was
I think
abusive.
they said other. I think they said
The one that walks like a cat used to be their mistress and took care of them. But then,
Okay.
for some reason or another, she got strange that the cat's trying to explain. And at that point, apparently, Lady Wachter took over their feeding. You get images in their mind of pictures of these people, and you see Stella for the first one, and you see Lady Wachter for the second.
Okay, so I was right. Well, I don't know if she's the one that's beating, but I understood that the new mistress is the one that's talking about.
I mean, given what little on an OOC thing, given what little we know about the brothers, about her sons,
Yeah, I was gonna
I
ask about the brothers
wouldn't.
as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past it that they were the ones that actually hurt the cats because they did try to free the tiger from the cage like dumbasses.
So then, I guess my next question, I go, uh, your old mistress, did she have brothers like how you? I'm assuming that they're all, of a litter,
Litter
that
mates.
they're brothers. Hmm?
Litter mates.
Sorry. Yeah, how you are all brothers and sisters. Does she have brothers herself?
Ow. Yes. Ow. There are two. Ow.
And were they mean to you?
No. Ow. But they took the ones away.
The, the ones that you never got to see again?
Ow. Yes.
Trying to think of anything. You guys can help.
I'm just going to
I
lean
mean,
over
I
to
can't talk to the
Glenn.
cat, so
Well, no, but I'm trying to think of any other questions I can think of. I know about the brothers.
Do you know
They're
where the
kind of
passage
suspicious.
leads?
Oh, you guys found a passage? I only knew about a book.
The book revealed a keyhole, which we used a little key to turn to unlock, and then I pulled the bookcase out and revealed the passage.
All right. My friends found a passage behind the books. Do you know where that leads?
Down to things that make my hair stand up.
Sorry?
Derek turns to them and says, "Keep your weapons strong. The cats do not like the room that you will be going into."
Hell, I don't
Yes,
like the room
sir.
we're going into, but I'm still probably going to go into this thing anyways. Damn my luck.
When was the last?
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying something dumb. Go ahead.
I go to the cats. I'm pretty much spent with asking them questions, so I'll just say, "Is there anything else that you can tell me? Any kind of help that you can give myself and my friends?"
My favorite cat food has tuna in it.
Stay away from Victor. Wow. And you see, rather than a name, you see stay away and a picture of the Vlakovich son.
Stay away.
See, I was right.
Yeah, he's. Oh, the brothers could be taking the cats to Victor.
Who then kills them and reanimates them as undead skeleton cats, yes.
Yeah.
Or the brothers kill them and then Victor reanimates them
Well,
as.
I thought
Either way,
they were killed because of teleportation. And
No,
then he
that's.
reanimated them.
Alright, no, Victor was teleporting the servants. When we walked in there, Sylvia said, "Why haven't you been teleporting the cats instead?" And he said, "Oh, that's a wonderful idea."
Thank
Yeah,
you.
So they were already dead.
yeah, but those were his. But I guess it depends on how he got said cats and how long has he actually been. That's a damn good question. How long
We
has he
didn't
been
ask.
staying in the room?
We didn't ask.
Well, you know what? I have to see a man about a doll, so I'll find
Well, you
out.
can ask when we come back. Anyway,
I salute and bow to the cats. Thank you for your time. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Wow, thank you for taking the collar off.
You are very welcome. Durak
So-
stands back up and goes back to the rest of the group.
Anything mildly helpful, Dr. Doolittle?
Durak's name is Durak.
Yeah, that's what I said, Dr. Doolittle.
No, you're not pronouncing it right. Durak.
Buddy, I know. I'm just teasing you. It's okay. But seriously, anything useful?
They said that the brothers took the cats. They did not know what happened afterward. but not to trust Victor. He pointed to the painting. There was a painting of Victor, right? He said,
Victor turns around.
not you, Victor. The other Victor.
Galen's son.
Oh, you mean my buddy? Oh well, keep him
Not to
interesting.
trust him. They also said we should be careful of the room down there, to the room that they opened up. They do not like that room for some reason.
I don't like this room.
You know
However,
what?
if there is something dark and dangerous down there, it's probably where we need to go.
Probably where we're gonna get dragged.
Hey,
That
look,
too.
look! I'm going into the darkness, and I'm already putting like an arm and a leg into the doorway, just kind of like
Vlad-
making my way.
Vlad casts light on Sylvia, says, lead the way.
Damn it.
As you
Exit
step
shield.
into the area where the stairs are, you can see stairs going down, but there is also a fairly good-sized room, probably about 10 feet square, and there are some storage shelves in here as well on the edges of the room. You notice on one of the shelves there is also a small chest that looks, from the way the latch is made, that it's probably locked.
Okay.
Here, I was gonna ask how many stairs are there going down.
The stairs go down quite a ways. You are on the second story, and it looks like it goes down more than one story.
I'm probably gonna regret doing this to myself, but damn it! All right, nope, didn't fall down the stairs. They're good.
Why would you
Well,
fall down the stairs?
I'm goofing off going into the staircase area, and Vlad hits me with light. I'm assuming that I would probably stumble, fall, and bust my ass.
Stumble
No,
falling.
you may have stumbled, but you
Suddenly,
didn't.
bright light around you.
Yeah, it's like bright lights, bright lights. Poof.
What if your character would just ham it up and just, go for a pratfall and acrobatics to not actually fall?
Dong,
With
dong, dong.
that roll, if there's a railing, she's probably sliding down it just for funsies.
Are we going to stop and investigate this chest, or are we just going straight down?
I thought it was at the bottom of the stairs.
The chest is at the
The
bottom of the
chest is
stairs?
at the top of the stairs. There's a room at the top of the stairs that you have to step through about 10 feet square, and then you will go down into this other area.
It's like a landing, and then there's stairs.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it's
no,
like
I
a
completely
storage.
ignored that.
Yeah,
and
it's
went
a
down.
storage room of some kind that was locked behind, and then you have access to the stairs beyond.
So
Does
is it
the-
investigation?
Investigation on what?
Chest, I guess?
I just want to see if the lock would fit either of the keys that we currently have.
I was gonna see if it's probably a mimic.
Exactly what Alex was thinking.
What? You
No,
think
that
there's
would be
the
mimics in
first
this
thing.
game?
Sorry?
Hey, you think there's mimics in this game?
Yes.
Alex is certain there.
I mean, now I do.
Didn't we have a mimic door?
Yeah,
We
we had a
did.
mimic door.
And that's why I
Yeah.
keep trying to thaumaturgy all the doors open, and you guys yell at me every time I do.
I thought you were
Yeah,
just
because you do it in the city. In the city.
You never know. There were a bunch of vampires in the city.
Yeah, you never know.
But with thaumaturging the door open kind of ruins the element of, like surprise.
Yeah, that.
Oh, element of surprise. Let me activate my element of surprise. Clank, 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 clank.
That's why you don't go first. You let someone with speed go first.
I don't know.
So-
I'm usually pretty surprised my door explodes open.
Is he
so
is he POTUS with them, or is he POTUS like lost in a closet somewhere?
I
You're
think
with the head.
isn't the isn't the puppet master of Apotus supposed to
Oh,
tell us that?
No, I figured you followed Alex and Vlad.
Yeah, that was
With
my
Isaac as well. Isaac is with us. We're making sure that Isaac does not come out of our sight.
Yep, no.
Everyone
no.
was in the library. I think everyone still is in the library, apart from Sylvia.
Yeah, who's already making her way down the stairs, ignoring the chest for whatever reason.
Derek wants to look at the chest.
Have at it. I'm already making my poor life choices again.
Are you going
So
to
is
go
it
all the way
investigation?
down, Sylvia?
Yes, because I am following suit for this character.
All right.
Despite
Push pause on Sylvia for a moment. Return to Dirok, who is trying to open the chest. What exactly?
No, investigate. I am not touching the chest after the last time. No, the last time I tried opening the chest, I summoned 2 zombies and almost killed Alex.
So
Which,
Alex is gonna,
which actually wasn't actually that bad now that I think about it.
I'm totally prepared to have this character die.
What's this about zombies? I think I missed it.
That was
In
Death
Death
House.
House, I tried kicking the chest open, and 2 zombies appeared in the room out of secret passageways.
Yeah, that
And then
was
I tried blaming
pretty
it on Alex because they went after him.
Yeah,
I think I remember this.
they summoned a couple of
It
ghouls.
was in Death House. It was a long time ago.
Was it like the first episode of Death House?
No, we were in the
Downstairs?
we were
It
in
was
the
in the dungeon
beginning
part.
portion of the basement.
Yeah, it was down in the
I don't
dungeon.
remember.
There was a bedroom, and
I
when he
remember.
tried to open the footlocker at the bed, 2 secret doors opened, and out came gas or ghouls or something of the sort.
Yeah.
Super zombies.
All right. So investigation, right?
Yeah,
Or is it something else?
you are specifically looking.
Seeing if the chest is breathing.
I am looking for anything and everything with the chest. If it's breathing, if there's a trap around it that I can possibly see.
I'll go ahead and assist.
Just give me a perception roll. You're just doing a general look at the chest to see what you can see.
All
It
right.
looks
19.
very wooden and very normal, and the fasteners seem to be brass. Nothing, even as you like wave your hand near it or anything like this, seems to move or do anything that makes you think it's anything but just a wooden and metal chest.
All right. I go
Vlad
down
has,
it.
Vlad has been standing back with his arms crossed, watching Durok do this sacred dance around the chest.
Alex would like to interrupt. Durok, listen. I understand. I appreciate your concern, and this is a wise situation where you should look into things. However, there's a much quicker solution. Alex takes his forearm and swings hard to the corner of the chest. You know, trying to bite into the wood.
You're gonna break what's ever inside. That's not smart.
The
Shouldn't be that hard.
chest is knocked about 6 inches with the pole arm. It seems to be reasonably heavy and solidly built. It rattles a bit. There is something inside of it.
So
Alright.
Derek goes to move to open it. Can he open it?
You're trying just to lift the lid to see if it's unlocked.
It's locked.
Yeah. Derek's gonna lift the lid.
Just a moment. Give me
Oh, for fuck's or
give
sorry,
me a
for crying out loud.
Give me a dexterity check.
Great. Yep,
Now you
I dropped
will,
my paddle ball.
Yep, and now you will give me a Constitution save.
What? My 19 didn't see any traps? Constitution. Alright, good. I'm very constituted.
You will take 1 piercing damage from a needle, but your Constitution is high enough that your skin is not pierced far enough to insert the poison on the needle.
1 damage. Derek looks at the needle and is like, ow. Then I go to see what's inside the chest.
Okay, the chest now opens, and let's see, back to that. You find quite a few things in it. It's got a lot of stuff. There's a silk
Good
bag.
thing Sylvia's not here to take it all.
There's a silk bag that jingles, as well as a leather bag that jingles. There's a wooden pipe, like a smoking pipe, that looks
Okay.
very old. There are 5 scrolls. that you open them just a little bit, and they aren't spell scrolls. They're scrolls to something else. They don't have like magical kinds of runes on them. You don't read them that well, but you can tell that it's just regular notifications of something or other. There is a leather case that has that rattles. There is some kind of book or heavy object inside of it. There is a black book bound in leather with a strap around it that says a gilt inscribed title on the front. How well does Derek read? He reads fully?
He can read words. Sentences are a little bit hard.
All right, these words, a few of them he would have trouble pronouncing them and probably would not know what it means, but he can pronounce it out. It is entitled The Grimoire of the Four Quarters. And finally, a very old letter that is addressed to a Lady Lovina Wachter.
I may need a spelling for that.
Let me type it in chat.
With a W. I at least know how to spell the last name. The first name I'm not going to be able to spell. Or are you doing it in Discord chat or okay? Vina. Wait, hold on. LW. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's that
Looking at
Germanic
the ring I
W
had.
that's pronounced with a V.
That's okay.
Alright, Derek takes it all and just stuffs it in his bag. We don't got time to deal with any of it right now. He'll hand out the stuff appropriately when we get a moment to.
I'm going to
divvy out.
copy this into Discord so when you want to look back later, you can.
Yep, I got it on my little notepad here. Yep, got 5 scrolls, wooden smoke pipe, silk bag of possibly coins, leather bag of possibly coins, leather case that rattles, book or heavy object, black book bound in leather with a strap around it, gilt is written on it, grimoire of 4 quarters? Quarters like a quarter?
Yes, like something has been quartered in 4 pieces or whatever.
Okay, and then an old letter addressed to Lady Lovina Wachter.
Correct.
I'll divvy that out when we get a moment. We're still searching. Then I noticed that hey, we haven't seen Sylvia. Maybe we.
I was about to ask
Yes,
when
we pushed pause
I had
on
a chance. I was
Sylvia.
about to ask.
We pushed pause on Sylvia, and we will now continue with Sylvia's story. She enters. She enters a large cellar area. She goes down 2 floors worth of stairs and around a bend, and she steps into what looks like a cellar. It has some barrels and a few things in the area, food storage kinds of things, very normal. The only thing that looks abnormal is there are a lot of tracks in the dirt floor. It has been heavily trafficked, and there are 4 beds on the south wall. The heads of the beds are against the south wall of this room. All the footprints lead to a wall.
Can I roll investigation to see if the footprints just stop at the wall, or if it looks like the footprints would have continued through the wall?
Go ahead, give me a perception roll in general, and I'll tell you what all you know.
Okay. Don't suck.
Sylvia just is a little bit shook by this whole environment, and she can't really tell. The footprints seem to kind of stop at the wall, but she's not sure.
So I'm going to just lean against the wall and scratch my head, like trying to, like, you know how like you put your elbow against a wall and then you're leaning there like scratching your head trying to figure something out. That's just pretty much what I'm going to do.
And when you do so, you hear someone chanting from the other side of the wall.
Gonna press my ear closer to the wall and try to see if I know the language.
Once
I think we found
again,
the book club.
it is that language that almost sounds like one that you know, but it's just a little bit off, not quite the same tongue. And the words seem, as best you can tell, since the definition seems to be a little bit off, it sounds like they are doing some kind of summoning.
I'm gonna try and find a way through the wall.
And what are the rest of you doing while she is doing all this investigating?
We're
I think,
going down to follow her.
Yeah, after the "Where's Sylvia" comment, I think Victor would be heading down the stairs looking for the bright spot.
Yeah, that's Vlad. After this shenanigans with the chest, and he saw
Not
Alex.
to ignite bright spot.
After Alex hit the chest with his polearm, he would have just walked down the stairs and went to go look for Sylvia. So he'd probably, if everyone else stayed up with the chest, he would probably be a little bit farther than everyone else.
And yes, as you get down into this dark cellar, there is a glowy elf leaning against a wall on the west of this cellar area. You would very quickly spot her. She looks like she's getting ready to open something.
Sylvia. Sylvia.
And then I'm gonna start swatting the light over my head, realizing it's still there.
What are you doing?
You know that thing where things happen because people are chanting in some language they really, really shouldn't be doing?
Vlad listens, standing probably like 2 or 3 feet away from Sylvia. He cocks his head and listens and says, "I don't hear anything."
Vlad can
Is
give
she
me a
going
perception
crazy
roll
again?
to see if at some point he hears it. And which one of you fully understood it last time? I think it was Victor?
I thought it was both of them.
Sylvia and
One of
Vlad
you
both
fully
went
understood
abyssal.
and 2 of you did not.
I have Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Druidic.
Victor was the one who completely understood what Lady Wachter was saying in the square.
Oh, we're not talking about Death House again. Okay.
Yeah, Vlad clearly, as he stops and gets quiet and listens, he clearly can hear this chanting. And like Sylvia, the words are very close. You can almost pick out what they're saying, and you can get just enough of the words to understand that it's some kind of summoning ritual, but it is not specifically in Abyssal.
Well, we should say hello. Vlad dispels or yeah. I'm gonna try that sentence again. Vlad dispels light over Sylvia, casts it over. Does POTUS or does Duroc want to go first?
POTUS will go first. Shield.
Cast it. Yep. Mons. Light shield.
Derek will be right behind him.
Hell yeah.
And then let me see how many spells I still have. I am out of first level and I have 1 second level spell left.
So don't forget, we're still behind a wall.
Yeah, we could. use
Could
it as
Kool-Aid
like a
Man it.
focal point.
Could cool it. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to cast Bane, or I was going to cast Bless on the 3 of us, but I'm out of first level spells. So.
Oh, Because
We should-
Apotus is getting up there, I'm just going to slap him on the back of the arm and go, well, nice knowing you, and...
You know what he's going to do? Vlad is going to force feed Deerlock the rest of his berries. Eat it! Eat it!
No, touch.
Choke, choke, choke.
How many?
I have
From the
5
other
left,
side
each
of the
one.
wall, you hear a mild popping explosion sound. It's not like a bomb went off, but like there is a very loud pop, like something happened on the other side of the wall.
Does the chanting stop, or does it keep going?
Yes, the chanting stops.
Well, they summoned whatever they were going to summon.
I'm
Should
going
go
to slap...
now.
I'm going to
Let's just
slap...
leave.
How many of the... How low was Deerlock? How many points from maximum is he?
What is my maximum? I am 13 away.
Okay,
I'm,
so
I'm
you
good.
could've-
I still have my rages as well, so I'll be taking half.
I know, that's why I'm trying to put you at full health.
Oh,
You're going to use... Put yourself at 4, I have 1 berry left. I can cast a spell again, as I'm from a feat I have.
okay. So how much am I going up?
You're full.
Oh, okay.
I'm going, like I said, I was just trying to get through, hitting Apotus on the back of the arm and casting Heroism on him.
Does anyone else need 4 hit points?
I'm not sure if this is true, but Alex is full.
I'm at 21 of the
Yeah,
17. but
Alex
I
is
think I'll be
fine.
okay
He
as
hasn't
long as
taken
I don't
anything.
I could use 4 of someone else's hit points.
I
Just
just-
bite them on
You
the
just
neck,
ate
Victor, and you'll
already,
be fine.
Victor.
You can heal yourself. Passively.
Yeah, I can see Apotus
Yeah,
and Sylvia
that's a
are
vampire
slightly
joke.
damaged.
I know. Alright, I'll just eat the last one myself and bring myself back up to full. And then he casts Goodberry using his magic initiative feat. That's the only time we can do that tonight, but I have another 10 berries.
And with that is Apotus opening the door.
Oh yeah! I was just gonna say you better cool
Kool-Aid
it.
Man!
So did I understood what they were saying, right? Were
You
you gonna
did.
send me?
I
Were you
didn't
gonna send me what they said?
I will tell you that they are summoning some kind of fiend.
All right.
Oh.
Victor will go ahead and kind of whisper this to the others.
Demons and vampire worshippers in the same room. It is going to be a party.
I always kind of wondered what the connection between the two was. I guess, can a vampire eat a demon? Oh my god, I have a question. Blood!
They're actually
Sorry, I
changelings,
missed, did I miss
Jason.
something. Did I need to do a athletics check, or am I just
No,
opening
the door is not hard to push open. As you lean your hand against it, you can tell it's going to open quite easily.
Do you want me to flashbang it? Use thaumaturgy and etc.?
Thaumaturgy and have us rush in. I'm assuming Alex will be right behind us. He would be next in line, right?
I'll be going in as quick as I can.
Oh, also before we, push into the room just yet, Sylvia's gonna, so... Yeah, we're gonna make through, despite everything, I think we'll be okay, so I'm gonna pass out Bardic
Well,
Inspiration.
don't do that. We need you awake.
Are the tokens roughly in your entry order?
Huh?
Yeah, basically.
I
Yeah,
was moving
probably.
closer to the rear, but yeah, I was gonna charge forward.
Alex, who? Wait a minute, who's in the rear?
I don't know if Victor would be behind Sylvia, but every once in a while she just
I'll
needs
go
someone
up.
behind her to mind her. So why not?
Anyways, I was going to throw 3 Bardic Inspirations out to everyone, but,
Anybody want
I'll
Bardic?
be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just like
I'll
the
cast cast.
Open
Let's get
shop.
those inspirations.
I'll cast protection from evil and good on Apotus.
Oh, but
Using
is it
my
your
second
last
level
spell?
slot. Yeah, that's my last spell.
I would have saved that shit for a heal.
I mean, I still have my non-magical healing.
That's true, I suppose.
Disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay. Very good. POTUS, are we ready to open the door?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
The door swings open and you can see a room that is about 25 feet square. There is a lit brazier in each corner of the room. In the dead center of the room, there is a pentagram, and at the point of each of the 5 points, there is a chair, one of which is larger than the other. Currently, the person that is standing in front of the larger chair is, like the other 2 people in the room, is wearing a dark hooded cloak, not unlike the ones that you saw in the Durst Manor. They're very similar kinds of appearances. And the man who is standing in front of the larger chair has one of the hoods on, but you can see his face well enough to tell he is the rather arrogant looking valet type or chamberlain type that you saw in the square that left before the fight began. And he is also the individual that Dirok saw run from the door.
Not Farquaad.
Dibs. I got dibs.
Whatever you do, kick him out of that chair.
So
Kick
the
chair
moment
over.
that it comes, that they come in, Epotus kind of moves in such a way that he's still blocking the doorway, but is allowing the rest of the group to kind of come in.
So like guarding the
No,
doorway.
we should
Yeah.
Scooby Gang this, and that one head's right here, one head's right here, one head's right here.
I mean, Vlad will be. There's a whole bunch of people on the other side of this door. They're not getting through anytime soon, and Vlad will be guarding it anyway.
I'm
Who
going-
has that protection?
Apotus does.
I'm
You
going
have
to-
your half. Go ahead.
I'm
Yeah,
going to.
no, I know what my thing is.
I'm going to draw a quick polygon symbol on the screen.
Battle map?
Just hang on.
Polygons are always useful. Go for it anyway. You don't need a reason to draw a polygon.
Anyway, I decided to cast it on Apotus because he's the only one.
Yeah. So then
Well,
I was. Do we
Alex
see the
stands
fiend?
back from everyone else. Derek takes half damage. Apotus is the only one who's up in the fray.
Yeah. So well, I was gonna see. Is the fiend there because he could definitely take on the fiend then.
Yeah, because the fiend has disadvantage to hit me.
You know what? If you cast Compelled Duel on the Fiend, it has disadvantage on everyone else too.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot. I'll try to duel the fiend. It won't work, but I'll try it.
And
No,
as
what I'm asking is, do we see the fiend? Because I only see the 2 cultists and the guy that I want to kill.
is anyone in the room yet?
Well, this is the room, then like Epotus is like right here then.
From beside you and apparently out of the brazier, a fairly large winged creature that you can guess is some kind of fiend pops into view out of the fire. It is slightly larger than the imp that you saw in the square, and it has large spines going down its back.
Wow, it's a thorn devil.
Creepy.
The moment that he sees it, he doesn't look back at Dirok. He just says, "The flesh and blood are yours," and he calls out, "The power of a Minotaur compels you."
The power of Christ compels you. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh god.
Dirog looks at the 3 humans and grins after he says the flesh and blood is his.
Everybody roll initiative.
Let's see where minds are set.
So, yay!
You're going to insult her to death.
They're not bad rolls.
No, they're actually not. Well, Alex is like dead last, but
Alex was really
it's
that's
still
a middling roll.
Yeah, that's still not a bad roll.
no,
Like he's still higher than the two of the
cultists.
cultists.
Yeah,
I don't
That's
see
true, that's
Sylvia on there. Did you forget to click your totem?
She rolled a 23.
no, I rolled a 23, but I forgot to click my icon,
Okay, let me add
So
you
roll
then.
it and then
Yeah.
and I ended up with a 22. I
Yeah.
ended up with a 22. So.
stop
Just
wasting your good rolls.
Sylvia, just click the 22 and change it to a 23.
Where on the actual turn order?
Yep.
Yes, you can right click on the number
okay.
and then put in
Okay.
whatever value
I
you
see. I
want.
see. I see.
Okay, with that, Sylvia, you are the first one to get with all of your wrong decisions. You get to make your wrong decision first.
Yeah, no, this is great. I wasn't expecting this. Let's see here. What can I do? Because I was not prepared to go first. That is
By the way, barbed devils are freaking annoying to deal with.
yeah, no.
It is none of the things that you've been saying it is.
Throw out some kind of disable some sort of boon to the party.
I can't.
Girl who's going first and is also a bard.
I'm trying to figure my options real quick because was not expecting to go first. Okay.
Hey, I'm giving suggestions.
DM, quick question for a quick observation: is there a lot of like inorganic, non-magical object material in the area?
There are chairs, tables, books, a lot of unsundry items that are not magical, if that's what the type of thing that you were talking about. The room is relatively bare. The braziers, you don't know if they are magical or not. You can't tell. Since the imp-like thing sprang out of it, they might be magical.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so, and I take it the room is shorter than 60 feet.
It's 25 feet square.
Okay.
Okay, so we're all within range. Okay, that's good to know.
Alright, let's see here. And I'm assuming that even though this is drawn big, it's at least a minimum. It's like if I aim for like the center, it's a minimum of 10 foot all the way around.
Let me give you a good guesstimate. The pentagram is approximately 20 feet square. There is 5 feet around the edge of the pentagram that runs between the braziers in the corner.
Yeah, because the thing I wanted to do has a 10-foot radius sphere.
So 20 feet
I just want to
would
make
cover
sure that
the
if
pentagram.
But would I be able to hit anyone at the edges of it?
No, they are in the 5 foot areas just outside the pentagram. The chairs are seated in those 5 foot spaces.
Alright, so if I aimed in that 5 foot area in between, if I let's say I aimed in between the
you'd be able to hit any 2 of them.
So I can aim in between the 2 and hit any one of those 2.
Yes.
Okay, then that's what I'll do. So I'm going to throw a shatter at them.
Okay.
I need to go switch the laundry. I shall be right back.
If that would post. Alright. Looks like that one is one of those abilities that worked on me, but one second. Fix it real quick. Sorry for the stupid delay.
That's
I went
okay.
through and
I
I
just
actually
let
fixed
everybody know that every once in a while the spells on Roll20, especially when they do updates and things, will tend to get a little bit borked for a while, and we have to fix them. We are in an adjustment phase.
Yeah, no, and I think if I went through and I fixed the main two spells that I always constantly keep having issues with, didn't think about looking at Shatter. I'm like, God damn it.
And I will add that part of your problem
That
is the
version?
fact that they did do a big update on a lot of these modules because they redid how NPC spells are being cast. So that's
There
probably
we go.
what's affecting you. Okay,
Alright,
so
got it working
16
now.
thunder
Woohoo!
damage if they fail a con save. So let's see what they get for their con saves. Number 1,
I guess I'd have to beat the DC of
14.
What is my? Yeah.
The guy in the head chair failed. The guy to his right, your left, succeeded. Matter of fact, he crit succeeded. He nat 20'd. So is there?
Damn it.
There's half damage. So he took 8 damage. And the guy in the main chair took the full 16 damage.
I think there's another condition on top of that. Let me just double check the spell. 3d8 their damage. It just says creatures made of inorganic material have disadvantage. Non-magical objects that aren't being worn or carried also take damage if it's in the spell's area.
You break everything in the room.
Pretty much.
The chairs would shatter that they are standing next to, and there would be a book on a table that would suddenly drop because the table underneath it just basically dissipated.
Nice.
What about the pentagram? Anything happen to it?
Pentagram is inscribed in the floor.
Yeah,
It's like
would
carved
technically
into the
count as
floor.
magical.
So if
Wow,
they-
you know you're serious when you spring for an inscribed pentagram.
yeah, yeah.
What doesn't happen
Seriously.
to the floor then with the
No,
pentagram?
It's a commitment.
I mean, the dust kind of rises and settles into the grooves of the pentagram a little bit, but that's about it. You'd see a poof, and stuff would fly up and then settle back down, but the pentagram itself is not harmed. And with that, it is Dirok's turn. Sylvia managed to hit them and really get their attention.
So
I just forgot.
can we tell that if this is a summoning pentagram and not a trap pentagram?
You could
Didn't we just see
roll
something come out
a
of it?
religion roll, but yeah. You
Because like
wouldn't
I want to make
know
a,
particularly.
I kind of want to make a beeline for the guy, but I don't want to run through the pentagram.
Vlad would know, but did you relay to him what you are looking at? Does Vlad know what he's checking for?
Well, Derok is asking if he can run through before he actually goes
Derok.
to run through.
Derek isn't asking Vlad.
Well, Derok
he's-
is asking anyone. Like he would actually be asking Sylvia since, you know, she
He has
is.
asked it out
Well,
loud.
I
Is
guess
it
he
safe
would-
for me to run through?
Yeah,
If-
Derok's yelling, "Can Derok run through?"
And the answer is yes.
He's almost sure.
Oh, don't sound so sure of yourself. I mean, geez, you know, he's just trying to make
The player is a little bit confused.
The,
Is the answer yes?
Vlad does not detect anything that he would be. It seems corrupted, but it doesn't seem to be in any kind of active state at the moment.
If you want to.
All right, Derok is gonna charge right through and not gonna take any chances of staying in the pentagram. He's just gonna run up right next to this guy because it is a 25-foot room, right?
Yes.
Yes.
He is going to enrage, and he is gonna take a swipe at the guy that he wants dead. That'd be the guy in front of him.
And that is a hit. Is there extra damage for the raging? Is that included?
Yeah, the extra damage is already included.
So he takes 7 damage. And he turns on you, and you can tell that his eyes are glowing with some kind of power.
Derek yells back, "Something's wrong with this one!"
Focus fire!
Kill it faster!
I mean, I can blast it with holy fire repeatedly. Not that it's going to do much.
Maybe a little bit counts.
It'd probably be easier to run up at him in the face with a mace.
Riz, you're up.
Okay. So Victor says, "Nice chairs," and then they proceed to shatter. And he says, "Well, they were. Let's shed some light on the situation." And he calls down a moonbeam on the guy next to Dirok.
Okay. And I assume you are spacing it so that you're not calling it down on Dira.
Yeah.
That's a bonus section, right?
Now, as a reminder, let's see. Shape changers make this save at disadvantage, and if they fail, they instantly revert to their original form. I'm not sure if that's applicable, but it seems possible.
Okay. If it applies, it will happen. The man does not change shape. However, let's see here. He's got to do a con save. And he just barely doesn't save, so he takes another 16 damage, and it kind of staggers him. He got hurt by that. What is the radius of the moonbeam?
Let's see. I believe it's a 5-foot radius, so
Okay.
it's 10
Right.
feet across.
Okay, so more or less right on top of him, just barely missing Dirok. Kind of catches the wall, and maybe some of the dust on the wall smokes a little bit. Okay, Hippolytus.
Hippolytus cast the compelled duel on the devil-like creature, so it must make a wisdom save, and if it fails, it cannot move more than 30 feet away from me willingly, and it has disadvantage on attack rolls on anybody besides me.
Okay, and since the room's only 25 feet, I won't have to worry about the 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and redo the spell so you can see it.
Okay, very good. Each time it attempts to move. Okay, so it won't have to worry about a wisdom save, just the disadvantage if it attacks someone else. Very good. And is that it?
That's a bonus action. He's going to run over to it and start whacking at it.
Whack, 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 whack.
30.
Whoa.
Nice. You're hitting stuff.
And
I have one job!
Wait, didn't. Yeah, let me look at this. Yes, that is a hit for 11 damage. Let me do something here real quick.
Have one job. Uh-oh.
Okay. I didn't have information up on it so that I could work properly. All right, so it took 11 damage, and that is, let's see, there's a condition there. That's right.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry.
All right. It seems to resist part of your damage. It only seems to take a portion of that damage.
I am your foe today, devil.
Vlad is up.
That is luck. Alright, so casting spells at this thing is not going to do much good. So, and I don't have a magic weapon, so I'm just gonna let Apotus deal with that, and I'm going to try to focus down this guy, let's say. I am going to walk my however far I can get up in his face. And
All right,
I'm going to
hold
make
on,
space
just hold up just a second, Vlad. I forgot to make the wisdom save for whether the compelled duel worked.
Also, Vlad, Derek did yell out that there was something wrong with the guy that he's facing.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to take out the...
And he does succeed.
I didn't know if you remembered or not.
Apotus, he succeeded in his save against your compelled duel.
Okay, let's see. On a failed save.
And Vlad is now in continue.
Vlad is going to try to take out these mooks so that they can't do anything while we focus on the bosses.
Okay.
He is going to cast... What's the range on that? I think it's... Yeah, 30 feet, so it's not a problem with range. It's going to cast Thorn Whip on this mook over here. And that will bring him close, if it hits...
That hits.
Well, it's only 2.
That hits.
It will bring him 10 feet closer to me.
Isn't it 3 altogether, or did you cast? Is it 2 or 3? 2 is the higher level.
You can't use that box and put 0 in it for a cantrip. You have to put a minimum of 1.
Okay. Anyway, okay, so it's 2 damage.
Yes, 2 damage, and he is pulled 10 feet closer to me. Get over here.
Oh, about there. And
There we go, now it's working.
And the imp now whips around and throws its tail over its head, and it shoots spines out of its tail at Apotus and Sylvia.
Bring it on.
At Apotus, it has disadvantage. At Sylvia, it does not.
It fails on Apotus, and it hits Sylvia for...
Isn't...
armor.
What?
Yeah. I thought Sylvia was still outside of the room.
I was I don't know where I'm exactly. I didn't move forward, but
Like, Vlad is standing just inside the doorways. I thought Sylvia was on the other side of the door.
Yeah, Alex
Or
should
wall.
be slightly in front of Vlad. He should have been third in. Victor and Sylvia should probably not be in.
like
Alright, this is the way I'm saying it. Here's the wall.
Move your characters. No, the wall is the bottom of the screen there. If your character is not in the room, move it to the black portion.
I would have been like in the doorway, cause that way I could see into the room and cast.
Then it can
If that
see
makes
you.
sense.
Then it can see
Then
you,
it can
and
see
it
you, yeah.
hits you. It gave you 4 piercing damage and 2 fire damage. Total of 6.
Ow!
And it is the guy who got pulled closer. It is his turn. And he is going to retaliate by casting inflict wounds towards Vlad. And he casts a total of 22 necrotic damage.
Did it hit? Did it hit me?
Yes, it did.
Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, definitely killed those guys.
They might not be mooks.
Alexander.
So wait, how much damage did you take?
He
I
took
just took
22
22
necrotic.
necrotic damage.
Alexander's
ow.
damage.
Okay. So I am. What is this thing in the corner?
That's the fiend.
Okay, so it actually moved. Okay.
It hasn't moved. It's been fighting the POTUS.
Yeah, and it
For some reason, I figured it would start there.
it resisted my taunt. Yeah,
Came out of
whatever,
one
I
of the
guess.
braziers in the corner.
Right, I missed that point. Sorry, I'm got a little chaos going on over here. So I don't know that I could shut this guy down before he does anything.
Which
You
of
can't.
those two cultists have taken the most damage already? Was
The
it
one that,
the far right one?
The one that's been pulled forward.
One that's been pulled forward? I would say focus Sealy, probably focus him, because that's a lot of damage from from that one attack.
I'm going to run up into his face. Inflict Wounds is a ranged attack spell, and attacking with a ranged attack spell when there's an opponent in your face gives you disadvantage. So if you run up on this one, I can run up on the one I was attacking.
Oh yeah, because he's attacking next.
Yeah, okay. Alex is going to do just that. He's going to spot the one person in the room that hasn't moved yet, and he's going to try and stop him from doing anything dangerous. He's going to charge forward and stab him straight in the face. Damn, where'd my character sheet go? There it is.
And that hits.
That hits.
Yes.
Does he actually have anything in his hands?
He has
Like an implement?
No, he does not have. He doesn't appear to have a weapon in his hands, but you see a dagger at his belt. That's all you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he have like an implement or a focus?
You don't know if he's got a magical focus, if that's what you mean. You don't know what of his.
What I mean is, in his hands, is he holding like a wand or a magical focus?
No,
and I assume
his hands are empty. There is a dagger at his belt, and he is wearing jewelry. That's all you can say.
All right, I'm gonna blow another blow a superiority die. I'm gonna cast goading attack as well. DC 13 wisdom save and an additional 7 damage.
Okay, wisdom save. And he rolls a 10, so he did not succeed. So he
fails, and he basically has disadvantage unless he attacks me.
Okay, so he's got disadvantage against your attacks?
He's disadvantage against anyone but me.
Okay. And he did take 7 damage?
A 6 and a 7, so 13 total.
Oh, I see that up above, yes.
Alright. Alex is going to charge forward and stab at the man's leg, saying, "It's you and me, don't try any fancy footwork." As you can see, the baby's having a hissy fit. And
okay.
I'm going to
We'll
position
accept
myself to stab him if he tries to move.
He's upset that you didn't kill him in one hit.
Yeah, I'm
The
sorry.
baby?
Yeah,
the
baby.
Actually, she's throwing a hissy fit because she can't get what she wants.
Oh,
2
sorry.
weeks old and she's already doing this shit.
Oh, yes, they're born tyrants, yes. Please, Alex, on future attacks, would you let me know what advantages, disadvantages, and special attacks that are going on, because you have so many of them. I don't tend to hold them in my mind, so I will forget them. So just
No worries.
notify me when anybody else
I don't
hits
expect
or
it.
anything else. The second guy that is in front of Alexander now turns his attention to Alexander, and he proceeds to repeat the attack that the other guy did on Alexander.
The inflict wounds?
Yes.
Well, at least he has disadvantage now.
And he misses. So there is you feel a burning aura around you of very evil, destructive damage, but it like flows around you in a way. Somehow or other it was diverted from you by something, probably the presence of the more holy characters in the room. And Sylvia, we are back to you. These guys now, their
Sure, that's how that
faces are
works.
contorting. They are getting really angry, and they are ready to tear you limb from limb. They are quite upset.
Let's see.
I would also recommend doing whatever you're going to do and then dipping out of the room so you're not in their eyesight anymore.
I also missed the guy at the head of the room. He didn't get his turn. I skipped him.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, no, you didn't. What? No, you totally didn't skip.
Oh,
No, I was gonna
okay.
say something, but I'm like,
No, I missed on him. I did the two guys in black, but I didn't do him.
Oh, go ahead. While I think of what to do now,
Yeah.
unless I get screwed in this next one.
Yep. Rinse and repeat. And let's see what we got. 18. What's your armor class?
Rock should be it should be 17. I didn't put my shield back on.
18
Like,
hits you.
I have my shield. I just didn't add the shield. So yeah, you
and that's
hit.
fine. 18 hits for 15 necrotic damage.
So 7.
Oh yeah, you're taking half. Correct. So
Yep.
15 is 7. Correct.
All right.
And now we're to Sylvia.
Okay. I am
Wait.
going.
Hold on. One moment.
Okay.
Is that because if that's a spellcast, does that also still have disadvantage because I'm up in his face?
Ranged spell attacks are just like if you are using a ranged weapon.
Okay,
If it's a ranged spell attack and there's an enemy within 5 feet of you, you have disadvantage. If it specifically says a melee spell attack, then it is specifically designed for close combat.
Okay, so then it was a melee spell. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the same attack and it wasn't at disadvantage because I'm in melee range.
Let me double check on the range. It's touch, so it's melee range.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to clear that up.
Okay,
Sorry,
so now
Sylvia.
Oh, it's okay.
Go ahead, Sylvia.
I'm sorry. I was still trying to figure it out. I'm gonna use the cantrip minor illusion and make a copy of herself in the doorway as she slips behind the wall and stays there.
Very
for
good.
right now, because there's not. Yeah, she's gonna hold her spells until absolutely needed.
Very good.
I mean, you can insult someone and then dip behind the door.
Both of them take an action. So it's either put up a distraction that they think she's still there, that way they're not gonna try and angle and look for her, or hit them and run. So I figured make them think she's still standing there.
Trying to put a copy of you there, but it's resisting me. There it goes.
I see a copy there.
I wasn't seeing it for a while, so Sylvia's back
I'm gonna
here.
move my token out of the.
I think you'll be able to move the other one as well, and put your copy.
It would be stationary, but
Yeah,
it'd be in the. It'd be like. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying because you can move it, put it where you said it.
It's gonna be pretty much where she was before.
Okay. Very good. And it is now Dirok's turn.
After Victor's moonbeam, does he look pretty damaged, or is he?
Yes.
I can't really
He
tell
is-
right now.
He is the guy at the head of the pentagram. Looks like he's seriously injured.
Okay.
Moonbeam's still there, so don't push him or anything.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going. I didn't know that was a constant thing. All right. Yep. So Derek drops his axe and shield. He's gonna look at the man. If you think changing your eye color and that snake bite of an attack is the best you can do, you better run away now. He grabs his great axe and he's gonna slam it down on him.
You will do that attack, but I forgot about the moonbeam, Victor. He would move just far enough around Durok to get out of the moonbeam.
That's fine. You can move the moonbeam on your turn.
Right, yeah, but I'm just saying.
Derek is gonna move a little bit so to give room for the moonbeam.
Oh, you know what you can do is you can grab him and throw him back into the moonbeam.
That's actually an option.
Can I actually do that?
Yes.
It's grapple.
I don't have a good.
It's a grapple check.
Yeah, I don't have a good track record with grapple though. I've missed twice so far.
Hey, you can't
Those were
get
against vampires.
can't get a 20 without rolling.
One was a vampire, one was a tiger.
You tried to grapple a tiger. No wonder you lost.
I want to see you try to grapple a tiger, little
I'm
man.
not a barbarian.
I'm not
So-
gonna grapple a tiger.
So either swing your weapon or grapple him, whichever you're gonna do. You gotta beat an 8 if you try to grapple him.
Beat an 8? Yeah, I'm not gonna even try. I know I'm gonna fail. Are you able to
beat
cast
an
Moonbeam
8?
again?
Dude, an 8 is low. This is a
Ye-
D20 roll at least.
I have a plus
What's your strength
5
score?
to. Hey, I have a plus 5 to initiative, and this is the first time I actually got a high roll after having that. After having
What-
how many
Okay.
rolls of 9s, 8s, 7s
What
for
is-
initiative?
What
I'm
is?
not gonna take the risk.
What's your okay? Just look at this. What's your bonus? I know this is the first time, so I'm trying to help you. What's your bonus to athletics? Go down to skills. Look at your bonus to
Athletics,
athletics.
plus
No,
5.
Durok
Plus
has
5.
been cursed
Even if you roll
for
a nat
almost a
1.
decade. Ice has cursed him with her dice rolls years ago.
If even if you roll a nat 1, you still get a 6. That means to tie with him, you roll a 3. Which means if you roll a 4 on the d20, if you roll a 4 on the d20, you will get a 9 and you win.
Yeah, but then I can't throw him because I have him grappled.
It's a push action.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
basically you shove him with your.
Well, here,
with your-
hold on. Let's also ask this: can you cast Moonbeam again?
He
He
can
can
move
move
it.
it on his turn as a bonus action.
So then, why am I worrying about throwing him?
Because then he takes additional damage, doesn't he?
Because Mink
Doesn't he take
wants you
damage
to
upon
throw
entering
him into the
Moonbeam?
moonbeam. Whatever.
Yeah.
You can hit him with the axe if you really don't want to do it.
I'm
just
going to hit him
I'm
with
s-
the axe. I
then hit him with the axe.
I'm going to hit him with the axe
Give him
Hit him
the
with the
axe.
axe.
The axe.
Cleave
The
him in
axe.
two.
because I'm taking the great axe, which is stronger than my hand axe.
Okay, you hit him for 10 damage. Let me see what we got here. He is still ticking, but he's got a big slice down his middle, and he's starting to bleed out.
Should someone kick over those other braziers?
Maybe.
When she cast Shatter, wouldn't that have fucked up all the braziers in this room?
Not all of them, only the
Only
ones that
within
were
10
within
feet.
the radius.
And they have to be non-magical.
Well, they might not be magical. They might be, I think by non-magical they mean like not an enchanted lock. However, if it's a mundane table that is being used as an altar, it still gets fucked.
Yeah, but the braziers may have been more of a because it's part of a summoning ritual. It in essence becomes magical because it's now like a portal, almost. Like it gets a little bit sketchy on the braziers. Like I'm not pushing for it.
Victor.
Like I mean, it didn't destroy the book. All right, and so that obviously says a book means something.
Victor, you're up.
Yep, Victor is gonna go ahead and just move the moonbeam.
You can do that as your bonus action, by the way.
No, that takes an action to move it.
Takes
But
an
if
action.
if I don't have to move it though, then it still does its damage without me having to do anything. Anyway, though, so yeah, I go ahead and move it, and I will draw my shovel, and go ahead and, move over to, back up Alex and, handling this one. I can't attack yet, but if he moves, we'll have an extra attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell. That's why it's in action.
Okie doke. And so the moonbeam has been moved and it does another 7 damage to him, which I believe is enough to take him down, if I recall. Yes, it is. That one is down.
Does he like incinerate, or is his body just still there?
No, he just drops like an ordinary human onto the floor. POTUS.
Okay. Yeah, Epotus is not happy that this thing is, choosing not to die. And I got nothing else, so it's just going to be another slap.
And you hit, and it again takes some of the damage, but not all of it. Vlad.
Vlad is going to. Did this cultist move back at all, or is he still there?
They're all just.
He hasn't had a chance to move yet.
Yeah, they're all right where
then
they were.
He's going to run up into his face and give him a mace face.
And he does
I guess he
indeed. That hits.
Whack! Now that I'm within 5 feet of him, it would be a little bit more difficult to cast Inflict Wounds on me.
It's a touch spell, so I don't know why that would be more difficult.
Inflict Wounds is a ranged spell.
Inflict Wounds is a melee spell, dude.
Touch.
Yeah.
Range is touch. I'm looking at it. That's why it worked
If it
on.
was touch, then how did he cast it on me last time?
Good point.
The thing was touching you.
Yeah, no, he was 10 feet away.
Yeah, he was. And
I was like
he's
20
got-
feet away.
He's
Well,
got.
maybe it's a sorcerer and has distance spell.
Well,
No,
it,
he
it
didn't.
would have to be.
And I just rolled what he would have had to attack with, and a 9 would not have hit you, even with an advantage he's got on something. So
Okay, well, if it's not a
you
if it's
did
not
not
if it's
take.
not a ranged spell, he's not going to run up.
Anyway.
Whatever, it's already done.
Yeah, you did not take that
My turn's
damage
over.
from the last attack. Anyway,
So I get the 22 points back?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 22 points is worth arguing over.
Yeah.
Back up to full.
As for Durok, he will argue that 1 damage he took from the trap.
See, if I had thaumaturgy it open, you wouldn't have taken the damage.
The imp
Oh god.
fires its tail again, and I've got to just a second.
Remember, it's got disadvantage on attacking a POTUS because it's a fiend.
And this time it fires its tail at Alexander and Dirok. So let's get its tail. Where is it? There it is. And let's see. Alex, come on, slow. Alexander
16 AC.
got hit. Dirok got missed. Alexander took. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, yeah, he got hit. He took 5 piercing damage and 1 fire damage.
6.
Correct.
those special resistances right now.
All right, and now the guy that is in front of Vlad is
Now I'm
going.
going to lose 22 hit points.
Yeah, now he's going to do it. Right. So let's see what he's got here. And with the, let's see, do you have anything that will cause him disadvantage?
No.
Okay, with that,
Not
then,
apart from being holy.
not in that
Still a
case,
bad
this
joke.
time you took 31 damage.
That's a lot worse. I would have preferred to take the 22. Can I still take the 22? You said 31?
Yeah,
Well,
31.
if you,
Yeah.
so
I
here's the
have
thing.
to
If you had kept it, you'd be just down, possibly just straight up dead.
Yeah.
Hold on. DM, I know it's a little late to ask, but I know I ducked behind the wall. Would I have been able to watch from the doorway even though I'm not in the room? Like kind of
You would-
peering around the corner?
If you are slightly outside of the room, I will say you can see everything but the imp.
I would like to cutting words that last attack.
Okay.
We're going to have 18 AC, so that's probably going to help.
So would I be allowed to, or
Yeah, go ahead. It's a reaction, I take it. Yes.
yeah?
Yes.
It was not enough.
Damn. How much was
24.
the was it for an attack roll
Yep.
or the damage?
The
The
attack
damage
roll
was 31, the
24.
attack roll was 24.
Hold on, what was it, Ruth?
The attack roll was 24.
Okay, I tried.
There was no way that spell was going to help at all then. Thank you for the aid.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much I can do on that.
And I understand that. Again, thank you for the aid.
Looking to see if he's got. And he is going to cast something as a bonus action. That he is surrounded by some kind of shimmering force.
How? Does this shimmering force do anything to me?
No, he starts to shimmer. And I gotta correct something here so it's not changing both of them. Okay.
How's your HP, Vlad? Sorry to.
I'm at 5.
Okay.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah.
I got
Alright.
5 points.
36.
Don't worry,
With
Derek's
one
gonna come in.
attack.
Don't worry, Derek's gonna come and help you.
It's a good thing that I gave myself those berries before we started.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would be down. I'm
Alexander.
probably still going to be down next turn, but at least I get one more turn before it happens.
Alexander.
Alright. So it's going down over there. Feel like it might be important for me to try and help him? I'm gonna let But I'm gonna focus getting rid of this guy, I guess.
Durok's going to be available. Durok's going to be available, possibly some of the others.
No, I'm actually in the right situation. I was thinking out how I had a plan. Victor moving up changed it. But this will work. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do basically the same thing. I'm going to see the red mist and focus just what's in front of me, ignoring all the pain and cries of Havoc coming behind. I'm gonna keep stabbing at him. Wow, max damage.
Oh yeah, that is
Nice.
that
You should have the
definitely
baby
hits
shriek when
him,
you do damage more often.
and it definitely
scared the
knocks
dice
the
into
hole in him.
obeying you.
Do you have any
That wasn't
additional?
the baby, that was me.
I couldn't tell the difference.
Alex, do you have any of your additional attacks on that?
Babyface.
I'm trying to decide if I want to blow through. Yeah, we're probably gonna take another fight. I'm going to blow an action surge and attack again.
That hits. Another 9 damage.
I'm again gonna swing at with goading attack. Attack me or no one else.
Okay, and so he did take 5 damage.
That 5 damage is flat no matter what, whether or not he makes a save. Save is to make sure he has to focus on me.
Wisdom.
Doesn't literally have to.
And he saves on the wisdom. Rolled a 16.
Simple enough. All right. And I'm going to put myself in position, and if he tries to move away, he's getting poked again. It's you and me, brother. Fight till you die.
Captain Shish Kebab.
That's his
And
new nickname.
he reaches out to attempt to slap a hand on Alex.
This is gonna hurt a lot.
Goodbye, sweet
How
Alex.
close to max? Oh, never mind.
Oh,
If he dies, he dies.
just a minute, I gotta see. 16 hits.
16. Okay, yeah.
28 damage.
All right.
These guys are casting at a higher level too. A level 1 inflict wounds is 1d or 3d10. These guys were not someone to just put off. We got misled as to who the boss was.
Important one was.
Yeah.
I think they're lower health though.
Sylvia.
Alright, so I am going to bonus action healing word Vlad. At the only level I can.
8
So
points.
congratulations on the extra 8 points.
Anything counts. 8 points.
Yeah. And then I'm going to, from behind my illusion, point at the one that's still hitting him and go, hey, there's one down, your other guy's screwed, you're next, so fuck off! And I'm going to just use vicious mockery.
Okay, 14 wisdom. 2 wisdom. Let's see what he gets. He gets a 3. He took the full 3 damage.
It's not much, but it's still something.
Hey, there have been lots of fights that people have been chipped away at, and it's been the 3s that have won the day. Dirok, you are out of combat with your guy.
Yep. 8. He is gonna charge at the one by Vlad. Yells out, "She is right. You are next, and your sparkly aura won't save you."
Does is he this aura that he's covered in? Is it like frosty, or is it like what does it
Sparkly.
look like?
It's sparkly.
Just sparkles? Okay. Hey Victor. Does Vlad at least smell good as he's bleeding out on the floor? Well, he's not quite on the floor yet.
Victor starts to drool. Anyway, Dirok.
Yeah, I'm actually debating right now about how healthy is he. Do I see?
He has been wounded, but he still looks like he's got a lot of fight left in him.
I'm going to grapple him. Is that athletics?
Yeah, it's your strength versus his choice.
It's your athletics versus either his athletics or his acrobatics.
Oh, that's a strength save. Sorry. So I just hit straight strength.
You just click on athletics under the skills.
Oh, I wish I did the strength save.
You may be the worst barbarian I've ever seen.
Hey,
This is why I don't grapple. I told you, was an attempt, because like I think he's gonna try and kill you with another attack.
However,
if you don't
However, he was
Oh.
focused on Vlad, and his dexterity was definitely off, and he rolled a 5.
I'm sorry, I think you meant to say I'm the best barbarian. I just saved you.
No, you're still
Nope,
bad. He's just
nope,
even worse.
Nope.
Thanks for the
Wrong.
assist, Gore.
I am the best barbarian. I tackled this guy into the ground. I mean, obviously, it's not.
And so
I'm not
he's
doing
prone?
any physical damage, but I just start punching his face.
Is
Thanks
he
for the
prone?
assist, Gore.
Is he prone?
Yes, he's prone.
We're just gonna settle this with a shooting match in 7 days. I'll hand you both
Jesus,
sniper
yeah,
rifles and let you go.
Am I
let you go
hosting
ham.
the server again?
I don't know.
Let's get into that later after the stream is over.
Yeah.
Okay, Victor, you're up.
Alright, how's that imp by POTUS doing?
It's pretty much hale and hearty. It's only taken a little bit of hit. Seems pretty resistant to most of the things they're throwing at it.
I need to get a more enchanted weapon, damn it.
Alright,
Required. Must construct additional pylons.
how's he doing now?
Oh shit. So POTUS is just sitting here minding haha, I'm gonna get you, you piece of
Yes, Gore.
Womp 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 womp.
I'm having flashbacks to a different life.
Constitution save, and he rolls a 4. And let's see, this is but this is magical damage. It doesn't matter. Even with advantage, he failed. Okay. So he takes 11 damage, and he's looking somewhat injured now. And it is POTUS's turn.
We're gonna give it another slippity slap.
That is a hit for 6 damage. Well, it would have been for 6 damage. But as
But it's
usual.
for 3.
Yeah. Vlad, you're up. They're starting
So
to
it-
stagger a bit. Maybe you can survive.
He's this guy on the ground. Is he holding a weapon?
He has a dagger at his belt, and he
But
is
it's not in
trying
his
to
hand?
grab it.
Alright, he's going to then smack him in the face once more with his mace, and then he's going to walk away. He will take the attack of opportunity, but there's no weapon in his hand, so the most he can do is
He's
slap his
prone.
ankle.
There's no attack of opportunity.
Oh, well then, he's
But it's
The
prone
five
is
damage.
advantage.
back up. Yeah, I got, it's 22.
Yeah, it's
We
22.
get advantage on them, they get disadvantage on us, and apparently can't take attack rolls either.
So
Alright,
yeah, what happens is Derek is punching the face. He holds his fist back to let the mace go through.
Right.
and then I have to dip out for a second. I'll be right back.
Okie doke. And the imp is going to do his thing.
I hope he ran out of the room, because otherwise she's gonna get screwed.
He throws one at Hippotus, which will be at disadvantage, and he throws the other one at Dirok.
Derek's at 15.
No.
Oh, 15 armor. Oh, I still have a lot of health.
The first,
I don't.
I'm looking at POTUS. He missed POTUS again. He did, however, hit Dirok. The total would have been 5 piercing and 6 fire damage for 11. So you take 5.
Yeah, because that's
Dirok.
half because you're raging.
Yep. Derek is. He looks up. Wait your turn! And goes back to punching the guy in the face.
And the guy on the floor is going to attempt to break the grapple so that he can stand. Roll your strength / athletics check. This time you've got to beat a 17. He goes, and tries to stand up and manages to do so.
Wait, hold on. I believe with my rage I have advantage on all strength checks, so I think it's a 17 still.
Okay,
Let me just double check my rage.
double check that, and if so, it remains with him on the ground.
Oh, I'm all the way at Ranger. Hold on. I thought it was far enough.
I'm trying to
Barbarian.
bookmark all my stuff.
Where's rage? I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving rolls.
Then he is still on the ground.
All right.
Alexander, you are up, and we are coming up on our ending point. Let's see if we can get the gang down.
Go, Team Murder Hobos.
Okay. So,
Kill it with fire. What?
I missed the 5-foot step. I really do. Alex is gonna keep trying to fight the one in front of him. More polearm attacks.
That
12
one
probably
misses.
misses.
That one misses. And this guy is like, you know, his eyes are glaring and there's like foaming spittle coming out of his mouth. He is absolutely just hates you so much he's starting to spit. And
I wonder, can I use that off of a bonus action? One moment, I need to check something. Oh, any weapon attack. Okay, damn, I don't have a way to knock him down. Oh well, I'm just gonna backhand him with the other half of my polearm. Oh, that hit.
that did indeed. Let's see what he's still ticking, but now he's starting to look pretty injured, and it only seems to be making him more angry.
Cracking him against the knee, or crack against his shin bone.
And he proceeds. Let's see what
Finish Alex off.
And he is going to cast. There's a weapon appears in the air. A glowing weapon appears in the air. A mace right in front of you, and he attempts to swing it at you, and he misses. Yep, that's a miss, because he didn't have advantage on that one. So that is a miss. The weapon whistles past your ears, but misses you. But there is now a large mace whirling around your head. Sylvia, you can hear it going.
Hello?
Sylvia?
Ew.
Okay.
Woo, I successfully tanked the tiny spined thing.
Sylvia, what are you going to do?
And I've done 20% of the damage dealt.
Sylvia, are you doing something?
Oh, excuse me.
Sylvia,
it's
can
your
you
turn.
hear me?
Oh, shit. Sorry. No, I totally spaced out. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. It was my turn already. My bad. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. Probably going to hit the one cultist on the ground with Vicious Mockery again, and just point at him and go, "Ha! Look at you! You're on the floor. You thought you were big and bad, but now you're just dirt."
Very good. Draw it. Oh, yeah.
You feel it?
He rolled a nat 1. I'm going to add 1 to that. He was really humbled by that one. And
We got your
Dirok.
boss. We're getting you.
So can I still hit him with my two-handed axe, even though I'm grappling him?
No, you will have to let go of your grapple in order to hit him with a weapon.
I can't even hit him with a one-handed weapon.
You can punch him. You can use a. You already dropped your hand axe, right?
Yeah, I have two hand axes. I
Then
just
you
don't have
can
one
draw
hand.
your second hand axe, and as long as you're using one hand to grapple him, you can use the other hand
Okay.
to attack.
I just wanted to make sure that was the case before going with a fist. So yeah, Derok, he would have already dropped the great axe all the way back there, charging for the grapple. He brings out a hand axe, kind of aims at the head, and he's telling the cultist, "Hold still, for crying out loud!"
Hold still while I kill you.
And he's gonna swing the hand axe. 24, nice.
I'm reminded of
Decapitation!
that thing in Guild Wars where the golem says, "Please enjoy the peaceful music while we exterminate you." Yes, 10 damage. Let's see. He's still ticking,
wedding.
but he took the full 10 damage.
All right, and that's the end of my turn.
And
All
Victor.
right. Let's see. So, the imp is still standing in the moonbeam.
Yes. It hasn't been his
Okay,
turn since you
then-
threw it. Or I guess it has. He didn't move out of it, so he'll take another damage. So go ahead and roll it.
All right. And that'll free me up for an actual action as well. Let's see.
I'm always forgetting to move
Here's
him
the
out of those
moonbeam
moonbeams.
damage.
Oh!
And yeah.
Wow.
You vaporized that imp. He is
Nice.
gone.
And let's see. Here's the damage from smacking the guy in front of me with my shovel.
I like the idea of a POTUS swinging away at this imp with his longsword, and then the Death Star comes down and vaporizes it.
And he's just gonna look and just be like,
I was winning.
When
I
that
was
shovel
winning.
hit the guy in front of you, he like staggers back a step. You really knocked him, and you knock out a bunch of his teeth, and he's got a mouthful of blood. The POTUS, you are freed up for some of the other attacks.
The
Give
guy
it
next to
to Victor.
D-Rock is still prone.
I guess I don't have to do this shit myself. And then he turns around and he goes over to whack this guy. With advantage because
Yes.
he's horizontal.
Yes.
For once. Yes!
The horizontal.
The world is finally turning in the right direction.
That fatty natty 20.
Everything is coming up, Kyle.
That's what I'm down for.
If only you had any spell slots left to burn on some Divine
give,
Strikes.
give me how he ends, because he had one
Never mind.
point left, but if you give me a good enough description, it will kill him.
Good
You
job.
come over
Fred.
and execute him.
So as D-Rock is messing with him and like trying to hold him down and like smack him and stuff. All of a sudden there's just shink, just a sword right through him.
Right through the skull.
Derok looks up at POTUS, then back at the cultist. "Oh, you'll hold still for him."
Shove a sword of mercy straight through his chest.
The guy looks up and attempts to spit one final insult out at POTUS, but the sword went right through his lungs, and he can't get a sound out, and he dies on the spot.
Tries to spit insults, all that comes out is blood.
Pretty much, yep.
I'm gonna call out to the others. Hey, maybe we should keep that jackass alive.
They are evil.
You say this.
He doesn't need his hands.
You say this as a sacred flame comes down from the sky.
Yeah.
Well, we could interrogate. We just, but like I said, he doesn't need.
Like
his
I
hands.
said, I have my non-magical healing.
He rolled 19.
It's okay. I didn't do anything to him anyway.
Yep. And there's not much he can do. I'm going to check something here. Just 1 second.
As he's
Let's look
walking up
here.
after the strike comes down right next to him, Vlad says, "That was a warning. The next time will be on your head. All of your allies have fallen. Lady Watcher is dead. Surrender to us."
Are you sure it was just a warning? I mean, you
It
got
was
hit
a
pretty
warning.
hard. You got hit pretty hard.
It was a warning.
I think it was blood loss. You're getting dizzy, aren't you? You're barely able to stand. Look at you.
And he spits.
Another one comes down next to Sylvia.
He spits out at
He
you.
is the warden.
You
Duroc
missed. That
is
was
the
the coffee.
fire.
He spits
He does
out
what?
at your comment and says, "Death here is preferable to what they will do to me. You
No
will
witnesses.
die before I do." And let's see, he's not the one with the spiritual weapons, so he still has, can only do it at level 1, however.
I'm gonna call out to Victor. Hey, thrall him.
Oh, nice.
17
Um,
does, oh wait, he's got the, you
Victor
take,
is taken aback by that suggestion.
and
Hey, he's a good source for answers.
he hits Vlad with his inflict wounds and does 13.
On the other side of Alex?
What?
Vlad is on the other side of Alex from him. It's like Vlad, then Alex, then cultist. If he moves, then Alex would be
move. He would move up to you. You are all well in range for his move.
Alex, take your strike.
Alright, give me a second.
What strike is
I
this?
closed my character sheet.
His tunnel
Yeah.
tunnel vision stance.
Okay, yeah.
His tunnel fighter stance. If someone moves more than 5 feet while he's in his stance, he can make a attack as a reaction. Doesn't mean it hits, but man, these people love to touch me.
And he did 13 necrotic damage to you.
Guess how many points I have?
You're down.
Negative 13.
I have 13.
So you're down.
Take a nap. I'm just gonna sigh
Alexander.
from behind my copy.
Alexander, you are up. Oh, and he now starts to shimmer like the other guy did. Okay, Alexander, it's your turn.
I can't bring him up with anything I have. Well, swing on him! I assume a 14 probably doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't at this point in time. It misses. And I gotta correct something here. Just a second. Oh well, I'll correct it.
Well,
I'll correct it
Alex
after.
doesn't have much else he can do here. He's feeling a little desperate in this fight. What with him being basically almost dead. So yeah, he's gonna hope the guy moves.
And it
Right.
is
We'll come save you.
it is Sylvia's turn.
I'm just gonna get pissed that Vlad just wasted himself getting up that close for no reason. And I'm gonna charge up and I'm gonna stab this guy in the shoulder.
I don't know why he targeted me. There were two guys much closer to him. What
Yeah,
if Victor has gotten an attack of opportunity, by the way?
Depends on how much he
That-
squeezed in between the two of them to do
Yeah.
it.
Remember, this is a 30-foot room, so this is not actually, you know,
Yeah.
10 feet. It's
Yeah.
more within.
Yeah,
5
I
feet.
was next to him though.
You would still be in melee range, I would assume.
It happens.
Yeah,
too
he
late.
didn't move out. He just like swung around a little bit the other side of Alexander so he could touch Vlad. Is all he did. He didn't really. He could.
Yeah, because
you
like
know, he
it
could
says
be,
10 feet here. It's
Yeah,
under the assumption he's
it's
still
all
within 5 feet.
this. Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
within like a 5 feet. He reached out because Vlad had said what he did. He reached out to attempt to kill him. So that was what went on. Sylvia, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just charging in
One
and
more point of
stabbing him in the shoulder. I'm aiming for like the chest shoulder with the
Okay,
the sword.
hit him. Oh, yeah. You hit him, and for 7 damage is all that was needed. He's down.
Will you stop kill stealing with that stupid sword? You never use it for anything except kill stealing.
He went
Well, you know, the
down.
sad thing was, I was about to hand it to opponents before we started this, but everyone was like, I'm like, alright, fine, I'm holding it then.
And
So
as he goes down with a sneer on his face, he looks down at Vlad as Vlad is losing consciousness and says, "I will see you in hell." And with that, he dies, and you are out of combat.
And I immediately healing word Vlad to bring him back up.
Okay, had a weird connection issue. Am I still here?
Yep, you're still here.
And with that, we will hold it here. You will need to continue the mansion when you come back next week. You have found out one of the secrets of the manor. You now know what was going on in the basement. So we'll see.
My lower back really hurts now. From laying down that whole time.
And
But yeah, I would have immediately healed you after killing this guy. But she's not happy. She wanted to get answers.
I mean, I can use my bandages on him.
Oh no. Well,
Does anyone have
technically
manacles?
you can technically speak with dead. Or is that not yet?
Not right. I know. I use gentle repose as a ritual.
Well, we can do that. We can start that with the next thing.
Oh, that's a very interesting spell that you're using. You'll find that will have some interesting. Okay, yes. Gentle repose will keep him from decaying. You are correct, and we will leave it there.
It will also keep him from becoming undead.
I will stop the recording at this point. We'll still stream for just a little bit.